Oh, sorry about that. Like if you got the reference there. I just want to say that I saw the new Batman vs Superman movie. What did I think of it? Well, it surely delivered on its name, that's for sure. Batman does fight Superman, and I enjoyed it. That's the thing about this movie. Sure, it's trying to do a separate thing from what's trying to do, which Marvel does, because, well, Marvel's like the family friendly one. They want to appeal to an adult audience. They want to do their own thing. They don't want to be a direct rip off from Marvel. And so yeah, fair enough. But the thing is, though, even though it was enjoyable, and I understand why they went with some certain decisions, there were some things I just disagreed with. Yes, most things that you can surely look over if you're just a general person that it's not a big fan of comic books. But for me, well, there were some things I just didn't totally agree with. Um, let's start off because I hate when people start with the good stuff first. I'll start off with what I disagree with. But first, how about we grab that nice old glass of spoilers? No sugarcoating it. Batman kills in this movie. I'm gonna thing against that. Yeah, there are a couple of times where he kills. Well, not a couple, but I'm not gonna say it annoys me that much because, well, I've seen some other superhero movies that do it. Take a character that doesn't kill and make them kill anyway. And normally, I think a lot of people are hypocritical about this kind of stuff because, well, does anyone remember when Captain America did that? I'm not joking. Captain America kills the guy in one of his films. And sure, you can argue that's World War II. People died during that time, and Captain America's a soldier, so of course he's going to do such a thing like that. But, he does. I mean, also Iron Man does it too. And that's how you can get away with that. Sure, you're not supposed to compare these to the Marvel movies, but still, they do kill. And they're owned by Disney. So what makes you think Warner Brothers is going to be any different? They're just going to be a little bit more extreme about it. I mean, not a lot of people focus a lot more on stuff like that. Heck, even has no one ever noticed that in every Spider-Man film, in the first three Spider-Man films, all the villains die at the end? Think about it. Green Goblin got killed off by his glider. Who else? Venom got killed again by a bomb. That actually was Spider-Man's fault, so he did kill. And sure, Spider-Man, everyone hates Spider-Man 3, so there you go. But then there's Spider-Man 2, and that was more suicide than anything, so I can guess you can get away with that. But, yeah, the first Spider-Man films I saw where the bad guy doesn't die and finally goes to jail is the Amazing Spider-Man series, and everybody criticizes that, and that's like the only Spider-Man film where I see where they keep the villains. Yeah, like that's why I like the Amazing Spider-Man for the series more than a lot of other superhero series. But that's besides the point. What else did I not like? One thing I found very hypocritical was that what Superman does at the end. He says no one stays good in this world. He killed two people. That's kind of dumb saying that. If you killed two people, one in each movie. In Man of Steel, everyone complains about that. I actually liked Man of Steel as well. Man of Steel, in my opinion, was a good movie. That was just its one flaw. That he snapped his neck at the end. Spoilers. Yeah, Zod dies. And he also who else did he kill? Oh yeah, that guy at the beginning who held Lois Lane's neck like this, like we were going bang kind of thing. That's a minor setback. What else was there I didn't like about it? No, that was my major thing that Batman kills, because he kills the KGB beast, but he already did that in the comics, so I guess we can let that pass. Then also, when you think about it, Batman did kill originally, so there you go. But the thing is, Batman doesn't really kill anyone else, in my opinion. I mean, like, all the other times, it's mostly, him driving and then the other people just don't notice, like, what's going on. I'm sure like, cars hit other people. Like, he even uses the Batmobile at one point to slam like one car into another car. But I'd say there's a fair chance people can survive. They will be paralyzed or brutally beaten, but they'd still survive. Another guy got killed during a car chase with him, but that was more of their fault, if anything. Sure, you can say I'm defending them right now about how they portrayed Batman, but Batman was like one of the strong points in this movie. Yeah, a lot of people died trying to fight him. I didn't like that. But hey, they kind of put realism in this, and maybe it was a little bit too extreme of realism of how things would have played out. But hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you come for you? Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit that bit out. But yeah, anyway, on to the good parts about it. The rest of the movie's really good. I'm not gonna lie, certain things about it did feel like it was pulled straight from The Dark Knight Returns. Ben Affleck's Batman was really good. They definitely stuck to what they were saying they were going to do, like a more like Batman that's been through the ringer a couple times. Definitely, Death in the Family was there. No crap. Also, they actually did something that I haven't really seen a lot of people do for Batman movies. They always say Batman's greatest element is fear. And I've only just realized, up until this movie, no one's actually tried to use that element of fear to scare the audience, because I actually watched this movie for the first time and I actually was scared of Batman. There's a scene, well, let me just straighten this out. There's a scene where there's a police guy in a building, well, it looked like a human trafficker dude. So they try and arrest him, but before they do, they come across all the women that he's been trafficking, and he looks in there, and then they start speaking. I think it's, can't help me if I get this wrong. I think it's either Japanese or Chinese. I can't remember which language they spoke. I know this is gonna sound pretty dumb, but I can't tell the difference sometimes. Don't take it as a racist offense. I just couldn't tell. I'm not that good with languages. Yeah, they go like, oh, the devil's still here, and I'm thinking, oh, of course they're gonna talk about Batman. They're gonna go upstairs. He's gonna be there. He's gonna jump out the window. Blah blah blah. No, they actually timed it very well. They made it seem like it was a horror movie at one point. And it made me think, wouldn't it be good if there was a 15 Batman film, a 15 rated Batman film? So we can get a little bit more brutal, so we can do more stuff like that. Because that actually terrified me, and I was dead happy to see that. And then, yeah, but that was like one of my favorite bits in the movie. What else was there? There's also the actual Superman and Batman fight, and I'm going to admit it was awesome. I know in the comics, if it was like an intelligent conversation between the two guys, it wouldn't have happened. But then again, the entire selling point of the movie is that they're gonna fight. Let's face it, they're gonna fight. But how they did it was actually in my opinion, very good. Um, sure, it gave Batman a fighting chance. Superman actually did give a few quite good throwing arounds and all that. And I'm going to admit, I think Batman won that fight. Definitely won that fight. But in my opinion, it was really good. Like, a lot of moments in it just felt like, yes. Yes. I was even in the cinema just sitting there going like this. Yes. No way they're gonna do this. And so, yeah, I even watched it with my mum. I even had to nudge her a couple of times, like, because she's a huge Superman fan. I even like, see that? See that? My boy Batman's kicking out your Superman. He's kicking his ass. Kicking his ass! And that was me fanboying for a minute. I finally saw a fight I've been meaning to see for ages. And even Batman slams Superman around for a while. Like, he uses, like, his grapple, like, his, the grappling hook. Yeah, he ties it around Superman's leg and starts flinging him around. And I thought, yes, Batman, kick his ass. And another thing is, though, sure, he uses a kryptonite spear to scratch his face, like give it a cut there. And then another thing I realized is that, is Batman gonna kill Superman? And I thought, then again, he has done it in this film before. And then I thought to myself, have I got enough popcorn? And then I thought to myself, then again, Batman has killed in previous movies. Tim Burton. Batman Forever. Yeah. Surprisingly enough, the only movies that Batman doesn't kill in is actually a more darker movie, The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, and maybe Batman Begins. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, and Batman and Robin. Those 4 films, ironically, is the ones where Batman doesn't kill. But then I thought maybe he's just gonna stab him in his shoulder and prove a point or something. No, he's gonna kill him until he says, "Save Martha." He's like, "Why did you say that name?" And then I realized, oh yeah, they got the same name for the bums. I didn't notice that before. But yeah, that was my favorite part of the movie. That, and also the bit where with the Batman scene where he clears out an entire bunch of people and how he slams them all over the place. He didn't kill anybody in that fight, surprisingly. He did stab someone in the shoulder, though. That bit I thought, well, isn't that going a little bit too much? But yeah, it was actually a very good fight scene. He saved Martha Kent, which is good. And then there was a really funny bit where he says, "Don't worry, I'm a friend of your son's." And she said, "Yeah, the cape, I got it." That actually made me laugh. But yeah, like, the movie wasn't devoid of humor. It did have its moments. It did have its ups and downs. Sure, it was flawed, but in my opinion, it was good. It was very, very good. Sure, it was far from perfect. It had flaws, but regardless, it was good. It deserved a lot more praise than it gets. Because, like, sure, Batman and Superman do kill, and that's besides the point. But if you want heroes who don't kill, I sure as hell don't, but they really do downplay a lot because they know they don't kill. But if you really want family-friendly superhero stuff, you should stick with Marvel. Because I'm more of a Marvel guy myself, really. I grew up with a lot more Spider-Man than I ever did Superman. I might start off like Superman was my favorite superhero, but and then like it turned to Spider-Man for a while, and Spider-Man is one of my favorites. He's in the top 3, along with Batman and Superman. But I think it's really good. I'm just gonna say that. Anyway, so yeah, if you want a family-friendly superhero movie, go to Marvel. Marvel's like the best. But if you want an adult superhero movie that's a lot more realistic, Batman v Superman is the movie for you. Anyway, Ben's a name, and making vlogs isn't normally the game, but it is today. Bye.